Let's start by telling you that the crisis within the People's Democratic Party, also known as the PDP, has deepened as the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, has pulled out of all reconciliation agreements within the party. Wike blamed Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde for the problems rocking the PDP, citing non-adherence to agreements reached as the main issue. Now, Wike accused Makinde of violating agreements, including the recognition of Senator Samuel Anyanwu as the PDP National Secretary in line with a Supreme Court judgment. Now, joining me to discuss this is George Turnah, South-South Zonal PDP Secretary, and also Oladimeji Fabiyi is a former director of the People's Democratic Party Presidential Campaign. Gentlemen, thank you for your time.
Thank you for having me. Good evening, Nigerians.
All right, let me start by asking first, before we even get into the crux of the matter, maybe I should start with you, Mr. Oladimeji. Your take on your party secretariat being locked up in Abuja. Would you say that even though, I mean, the allegation is that your party is owing ground rent since 1998, but some think it's more political. I mean, what's your take on it? Do you think it's a political move, or is there credence to this claim?
Well, thank you very much. For me, I do not think I should place the entire blame at Minister Wike's table, because I think he's doing what his office or what the regulations, what his responsibility as the FCT minister allows him to do. I think that is what he's doing. I remember a few months ago, there was a notice, of this action to be taken. I think what the leadership of the party should have done was to have, because of the relationship with the national chairman, I'd expected that they would have spoken about this, perhaps make the payment. For that, I think he's doing his job, and I don't think it affects only PDP. It affected many other places. Early this morning, someone called me that his filling station has been sealed, and we've seen on many other offices that have been sealed, not just the PDP headquarters. I think that is the responsibility of his office, which he has done. But what I found out is the time he's doing it. Why just few hours to when the party has scheduled the next meeting? Why didn't he do it all this while? Or why didn't he do it after the meeting? So it means that there's some kind of, so those who are saying it has some political undertone may be right in that sense. But as far as I know, I think he's just doing, his responsibility under the purview of his office.
All right, just let me quickly take the opinion of George Turnah on this matter too. George, do you think that the locking up of your party secretariat in Abuja, do you think it's pretty much political, even though there has been warnings ahead that the default amounts owed should be paid up? Do you think it's more political than the actual issue?
Well, thank you. There's no politics in it. Governance must at all time be separated from politics. The fact here is the property that we comply, with the regulation, the law as it is. And if the answer is no, how do you blame the FCT administration for doing what they should do? Don't forget that the property in the first place does not belong to the PDP. So there's no correlation. PDP is a tenant. So the landlord defaulted, notice was given. These things don't just happen. You serve notice, and then it gives you a window to rectify. And all of this, while Nigerians will agree that no step was taken whatsoever by the landlord or the tenant or whatever. I mean, Nigeria must move forward. The FCT administration needs funds to carry out, to deliver.
So for you, just quickly, so that we can move on this. Just quickly, so we can move on this. As a party member, would you blame anybody within the party, or maybe a group of people within the party to be responsible for this? Maybe they could have, averted this.
Leadership. leadership. You see, you blame leadership. It's poor leadership, and one really doesn't understand why. You know, they keep on chasing shadows. Every day is wicked, this, wicked, that. They abandon, you know, the real things to do. It's leadership. How can you not ensure that if you're paying rent, if the party is up and we're up to date with our commitment to the landlord and we are paying rent, you ensure that the landlord also does, what you should do within the law. If there's power holding goes to cut off the power infrastructure from that building on account of non-payment of a bill, we used to call that politics. It's pure failure. It's like our private homes. You are not paying your DSTV subscription. You are not paying your power bill. You are not paying water utility, no utility bills. And then when they cut it off, you blame who? You see? And then why haven't we completed our secretariat? Why are we still in a rented building? All of these years, you know, it's the failure of leadership, clearly.
All right. Now, talking about leadership within your party, there have been attempts at reconciliation, particularly with some of their aggrieved members. At the center of all of this is the same Minister of the FCT, that's His Excellency Nyesom Wike. And also, we are beginning to see the governor of Oyo State also come into the mix right now. Is there hope for a united PDP still, with all of this factionalization and what I call it tantrums that we are seeing?
You see, the challenge with the Honorable Minister Nyesom Wike is that he is too passionate. You know, anything called by his name is too important to him. Otherwise, look at the concerns he has about the PDP. Wike has no fight, no personal fight. If he says, look, let's do things properly, what are the consequences of not doing things properly that Minister Wike is fighting? Let's take, for instance, the notice for NEC meeting is a very important assignment in the calling of NEC meeting, the required law. If you make a mistake, it's a condition precedent. And don't forget, this is not just any NEC. This is a NEC that is going to approve, convention, a NEC that is going to approve managers and handlers, electoral panel committees and all of that for convention that will lead to the election of new set of leaders for the party, electing a new national chairman, electing a new national secretary, who have the powers or the legal requirement to make nominations to INEC of party candidates. So if we get it wrong, it will mean putting something or nothing. Challenge, on this NEC. It collapses. And Minister Wike is saying, look, let us avoid. He doesn't love this party. They won't do all of this. They want to, is he going to put food on his table?
But
he's so passionate.
But sorry to come in, George. Sorry to come in. I mean, you said that a big challenge with the Minister of the FCT is that he's very passionate when it comes to what he believes in. But some, again,
called by his name.
Yes, anything called by his name. But again, some are of the opinion, we're observing all of this, that does he even have the moral standing to still dictate what happens within the People's Democratic Party, given the fact that he also is an active participant or an active figure with the ruling party? He's even a minister under the ruling party. So
no. Let me correct an impression. He's not dictating. He's not dictating. He exercises his right as a member of the party, which all of us, we all do. We all do. When I don't feel right about anything in the party, I speak out. Now he is a national leader of this party. You talk about moral standing. What is morality about, Minister Nyesom Wike serving the country? After all, it is the PDP that introduced this, government of national unity at the center.
All right.
We were the first to bring in, I'm coming, sir. We were the first to bring in capable hands from other political parties, to serve in our government, work for the Nigerian state and Nigerian people. I'll give you the latest example. Governor Bala Mohammed was a senator, serving senator, not of PDP. President Jonathan, assumed office. He nominated him, sir, of FCT. It was several months or years after he had served as minister that he joined the PDP. So there's no conflict of interest. Minister Wike is serving Nigeria. There must be Nigeria first before you have a political party. He has not faulted anything about PDP he participates. It should have been the APC that should be worried. It should be President Tinubu that should be worried. If his minister is working so much, he's getting too late, what is the law of PDP? What it simply means is that PDP has some of the best materials.
Okay.
Minister Wike is showing that clearly.
I mean,
the president, because he's a pro-Nigerian president, he's more concerned about the delivery that Wike, the service that Wike is offering.
George, I mean, I understand everything you said. Please hold on. I understand everything you said. We're still trying to, connect with Mr. Oladimeji Fabiyi, but I'm still going to stay with you. You brought out something that I said. You said that what is immoral, with what the FCT minister is doing. But some would also ask for a very practical answer to this very practical example. So should the 2027 elections come up now, who do you think the minister of the FCT would support, as a political party? Do you think he will support the PDP or the APC?
He will support what is best for Nigeria. First of all, Minister Wike is Nigerian before finding himself as a member of any political party. I am a Nigerian, you are a Nigerian. So you assess what is on ground. You assess the government. There are several indices and parameters of which you can assess. For instance, we also look at the dynamics of politics in Nigeria.
Okay.
We have a north-south dichotomy. The unity of this country is paramount.
All right.
The sustenance of this country.
I'll come back to you, George.
If we are doing a southern presidency, for instance, right?
I'll come back to you.
Presidency.
George,
should run
I know
for
you have
8
a lot
years,
to say.
ideally.
Please hold on.
You have a southern...
George, please hold on. I'll come back to you, George. Please hold on. Let me bring in Oladimeji Fabiyi, is the former director of the People's Democratic Party Presidential Campaign, into the conversation right now. Mr. Oladimeji, I believe you can hear me now, right?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so I mean, we understand that Wike accused, Governor Makinde of violating agreements, including the recognition of Senator Samuel Anyanwu as the PDP National, Secretary, in line with, a Supreme Court judgment. I mean, you are a very committed party member. Does this worry you, what is happening within your party?
Well, thank you very much. For me, I think it's still the down that the PDP is still part of downward slope that the PDP is experiencing. Otherwise, I don't know why Minister Wike will tell the world that he's pulling out of an agreement that has been reached. In any case, I've always wondered why even if the reconciliation committee is set up and then the committee is expected to feed the party back on what was the outcome of the reconciliation effort they have made, and the party will take a position. And I'm believing that the tomorrow would have been an avenue where all of these things would be espoused and considered. And why would Minister Wike, before the next meeting, announce to the world that he's pulling out of whatever agreement he has had with them? Now, these are 5 people, gentlemen, that sat. What about the other stakeholders of the party? What about their interests? No single human being holds or controls a party. And that speaks to the character of Minister Wike. As far as I know, if it's not what he wants, if it's not what he wants to happen, is either what he wants, or you go to war. And that's exactly what has been executed. And I'll take you back to what happened in the last presidential election. The reason, because he couldn't get the vice presidential, ticket of the party, he threw wind into the caution, and that's what has led the party to where we are now. That's one of my take-off from the statement he made. And you can see now that he's calling out a member of his group, G5, Governor Seyi Makinde, and the rest as the problem of the party. It means that, and I'm happy because this is happening, because there has been rumor peddlers, there has been all sort of falsehood against the former vice president that is the problem of the party. This admission and confession by Minister Wike has confirmed that indeed the people he put together, including himself, are the real problem of the party. So, and I will see where this one will lead us. Another thing I would like to say is that one man does not hold the party, no matter how powerful you think you are. It's about people. It's not about you as an individual. That is for me. Then I want to say this again, that if PDP finds it difficult to resolve this crisis in the party, I think everybody should just forget about it. We have seen what these actions has led us to. We have seen how many people the people are leaving the party in droves. I think it shouldn't be about the interest of anybody. It should be about the interest of the party and what the party can do for the country. As far as I know, this is unacceptable.
Mr. Oladimeji, I'm tempted to ask you. You said that people are leaving the party in droves because of the crisis within the party. I mean, are we also looking at a situation whereby you also will defect if the PDP doesn't get its house in order? Would you leave?
My brother, let me say something. As we speak, PDP is not inspiring to anybody. Anybody who picks nomination for the PDP just want to gamble, because the indices are there. I remember in the last, media chat of Minister Wike, he said if it wasn't Anyanwu that signed the notice of meeting, that he would challenge it in court. It's his right to challenge it, and when he challenges, he knows where it will lead us. So, and it's the same thing. And in his statement, he mentioned the North Central Congress because of who signed or who does not sign. So there is no end in sight for all of this. And I think where we are now, PDP, I hope at the upcoming next meeting, they'll be able to actually resolve most of these things, because it's going to be the last ditch effort. If nothing happens tomorrow, in fact, if nothing happens tomorrow, they should forget about the convention that is going to hold in Kano. Maybe they'll go and hold it in Cameroon, because I know that there will be another court judgment that will scuttle that one too. So unfortunately, we have the national, and all of these things are happening because we have the national chairman of the party that is highly compromised, and his NWC members that are highly compromised, that they don't know what they're even doing. Nobody does this in any party. If I was a member of NEC tomorrow, I will move for the expulsion of most of these people from the party. And let's see what will happen. So this is where we are. This is where we are.
All right. Gentlemen, we'll go on a quick break. When we return, we'll just, of course, take our final thoughts on this matter and what you, as party members, think is the way forward. I know you want to say something, Mr. George Turnah, but we'll take your thoughts on this once we return. Please hold on. Well, many thanks for staying with us. It's still Politics HQ on News Central Television. I still have George Turnah as the South-South Zonal People's Democratic Party Secretary, and also Oladimeji Fabiyi is a former director of the People's Democratic Party Presidential Campaign. Gentlemen, thank you for staying with me. All right, let me come back to you, George. Before we went on that break, you wanted to react, I believe, to maybe some of the things Mr. Fabiyi did say. Let's take your thoughts.
Yes.
In 30 seconds, because we need to go.
Yes, but see, it's really unfortunate. You see, part of the challenge we have with this party is when people cannot speak up and say the truth as it is. To change history, to say that it is in the character of Wike that if he doesn't get something or it doesn't go his way. He made reference to Vice President, Wike not getting Vice President and then, letting all. No, that is not correct. Minister Wike did not ask to be Vice President. We are all in this country, we saw that the parties assembled a team in search of a Vice President candidate. They went into an election. It is also clear that they voted for Minister Wike to be Vice Presidential candidate of the party. What happened? The party jettisoned in a clear, when you impunity, when a party practices impunity, nobody celebrates over injustice. That's what happened. Not because he didn't get Vice Presidential ticket. Even at that, Wike maintained the support for the party, but insisted that the national chairman, since we have produced the presidential candidate from the north, the national chairman should vacate office so that the south can have somebody in that office to be able to campaign and tell Nigerians in the south that, look, this party belongs to us, we have the national chairman. The people in the north will say, look, this party belongs to us, we have the presidential candidate. What's what happened now? We should apologize to Wike. I must put it on record. There is no politician in this country living that has been so badly betrayed more than Minister Wike.
Maybe I should also ask you, George. I mean, you really have put. Okay.
I'm coming. Now he talks about Minister Wike pulling out of agreement. Minister Wike has come out to say, look, we had a meeting in Lagos and we agreed this. We followed in Abuja. This person, we agreed XYZ. This meeting led up to another meeting. We agreed XYZ. And this agreement, in clear breach, I am seeing it.
George, are you there?
These agreements.
Okay, I think we have a bit of connectivity issues with George. If you can hear me, we lost connection with you. But because we really need to go. Final thoughts, Mr. Fabiyi. What do you think is the way forward?
Can you hear me?
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Can you hold on, Mr. Fabiyi, please hold on. Can you sum up your words? Sorry, George. Can you sum up your words in 30 seconds, please? We need to go. George.
Yes. So these agreements that have been betrayed, step up to say we didn't agree these things with Minister Wike. In all of the names he has dropped.
Okay, thank you.
They say no, we didn't reach these agreements.
Okay,
if you reach an agreement that Anyanwu should remain National Secretary, and then you are seeing all manner of letters flying up and down, notices issued by people other than Anyanwu, can you continue?
Thank you, Mr. George Turnah. Your point has been taken. Thank you so much, George Turnah. Let's take that of Mr. Fabiyi. Mr. Fabiyi, in 30 seconds, please. We need to go.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. The question I want to ask my brother is that, is the agreement, Minister Wike and four others, the agreement they had binding on the party until it is decided by the organs that are responsible for taking decision? That is the question. It should have waited for NEC to receive the recommendation of the committee. Please, let us as much as possible to be a man of his word. He's not a man of his word. He has vowed, he has made some promises that he failed.
Gentlemen,
the student man should be honest with himself. Minister Wike should be a man of his word. He said he will support anyone.
Gentlemen, I'm afraid we need to go, gentlemen.
He did not.
Gentlemen,
so they should be honest.
Please, gentlemen.
To be honest. He's one that is causing problem in the party.
Gentlemen, please, I'm afraid we need to go, gentlemen. Definitely, I know that we have so much to say, but this is the beat. Time will permit us. It's been a pleasure having you, George Turnah, as the South-South Zonal People's Democratic Party Secretary, and also Mr. Oladimeji Fabiyi, as a former director of the People's Democratic Party Presidential Campaign. Once again, gentlemen, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.